not possible to come to your door or do it, कोई नहीं करेगा वो. So you should be able to grab the situation and you should be exploit yourself such that you will get something about that part. फायदा होता है, नुकसान होता है, that is the secondary thing. But कहीं ना कहीं जाके उसका फायदा मिलेगा. Okay. Can we start?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Only 51 members. क्यों आज स्पेशल है क्या कुछ? बहुत कम है स्ट्रेंथ.
Don't know, sir.
हाँ, आज तर शुक्रवार आहे, तसं काही स्पेशल पण नाही. काय श्रावणचं लास्ट शुक्रवार आहे असं पूजा विजा काय असतंय का कोणाचं?
हाँ सर.
महालक्ष्मीचं पूजा वगैरे. हा, पूजा झालं असेल की सकाळीच. अजून कोणाचं राहिलंय? Okay, anyway, let's come back. So what we have discussed in yesterday's lecture, let me just review the thing. We have started with the example to design an FIR filter with these specifications, right? Then we have noted the given desired response, that is HD of e power j omega equals to 1 or minus pi by 2 to less than or equals to omega less than or equals to pi by 2, and is 0 for the pi by 2 less than or equals to omega less than or equals to pi. Am I audible to you all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what we have discussed in the second step, can anyone tell me?
To calculate desired impulse response.
How we have started with the example. We have calculated the desired impulse response with what formula? What is the formula?
HD of
Calculate
n
the
equal to
desired
1
impulse
upon 2
response
pi.
is.
HD of n is equal to 1 upon 2 pi integration from minus pi to pi HD of e raised to j omega into e raised to j omega n d omega.
Hope you understood how we have calculated this. Any difficulty with this part?
Yes, sir. No, sir.
Difficulty or no problem? Okay.
No problem.
Then, okay. Next, what we have done? We have calculated the values of h of 0, h of 1, like that, right? So in step 3, this we have done. So that is, sorry, in step 3, what we have done? We have truncated the sequence to finite value, that is infinite value को finite value convert किया हमने. तो उसके बाद h of n equals to hd of n for magnitude n less than or equals to n minus 1 by 2. So with that, we have calculated the value of h of n, and we have noted the value of h of n here for n equals to 11. And then in step 4, we have written the transfer function, that is h of z equals to h of 0 plus n equals to 1 to summation n equals to 1 to n minus 1 by 2 h of n z power n plus z power minus n. Then finally in step 5, we have converted that Z transform to realizable Z transform using this function. And finally, we have noted the filter coefficients for the causal sequence. So these are what the filter coefficients of the causal sequence. Okay. Hope you understood up to step 6. Any
Yes.
confusion up to step 6? Now let's move to the step 7. What is the step 7? What is step 7?
Find the
Find
frequency
the
response.
Step 7 is to find the frequency response. Okay, we are writing here frequency response we are calculating. What is the formula for that? The formula given is h of e power j omega is equals to, we have it is summation n equals to 0 to n minus 1 by 2 into an cos omega n. This is the formula we are having. Okay, now this can be written as summation n equals to 0 to क्या वैल्यू आएगा यहाँ पे 5 an, that is we are writing it as a of n or an simply cos omega of n, where we know the value of a of 0. What is that? A of 0 is equals to what we have here, that is simply h of n minus 1 by 2, which is equals to, what I can write it is h of n minus 1 by 2. It is again 5, which is equals to, we have the value. What is that value we have?
0.5.
It is 0.5. Okay. So this is the first step value. Understood? Any confusion here?
Yes.
Any problem or any confusion to understand this?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Hmm? How it is? A of n is equals to, A of n equals to 2h, it is n minus 1 by 2 minus n. Okay. Now, if I want to calculate the value of A of 1, A of 1 is equals to, what I will write? 2 into h. So this n minus 1 by 2, it is, let me write it as 5 minus n, or simply this can be written as 2 into h, 5 minus 1, which will be equals to, what we will write? 2 into h of 4. So what is the answer for this? We know the value of h of 4 also. So that is, this is equals to, we can write 2 into h of 4. h of 4 का value कितना है?
0.3183.
0.3183, which will be equals to how much?
0.6366.
0.6366. So likewise, you need to calculate the values up to A2. Calculate these values, A3, A4 and A5. So you have to calculate these values. Can you calculate this?
Yes, sir.
So second क्या आएगा अभी? We will get it like 2 into h of 5 minus 2 is 2 into h of 5 minus 3 is 2 into h of 5 minus 4 is 2 into h of 5 minus 5. तो ये वैल्यूज कैलकुलेट करना है आपको. So what is a of 2?
0.
0.
A of 2 is 0. Okay. A of 3?
minus 0.212.
I know 0.212. A of 4?
0.
0. And A of 5 is?
0.127.
0.127. Okay. Now, so this is what the step 7. Still it is not complete. So now suppose, let me save it. Then I will proceed for the further. Now again, so what is expected here is, so we want to calculate the value of this. So that is, I can write it here. This can be written as what is the formula we are having? The formula I have is h of j omega equals to here omega. क्या था आपका summation n equals to 0 to 5 a of n or 0 or 1 it is 0 to cos omega of n. So if I expand this, so what I will get? It is like a of 0 cos 0. It is cos 0 plus a of 1 cos omega plus cos 4 cos 4 omega plus a of 5 cos 5 omega cos 5 omega. Hope you all have understood this. So any difficulty here? Hello?
No, sir, no difficulty.
Next, we have calculated all the values. So zero values क्या क्या है यहाँ पे? So here the term a of 2 is 0. So means, so this complete term will go to 0. So this part will go to 0 here. And which part again goes to 0? A of 4. This part will also go to 0. तो बस्ता क्या यहाँ पे वो लिखेंगे हम. So this is also 0. Let us write now. We know cos 0 is 1. What is a of 0 value? A of 0 का value कितना है आपका?
0.5.
0.5.
0.5.
Okay. Okay. And cos 0 is 1. And what about a of 1? Plus, we have a of 1 is 0.6366. So आपको थोड़ा calculation lengthy है, but you have to do it carefully. It is simple. It's not difficult also. Plus, what is value of a of 3? A of 3 we have it is 0.212 cos 3 omega. Okay. Then lastly we have the value of a of 5 is 0.127 cos 5 omega. Let's call it as equation. Number कुछ दिए थे क्या हमें? Otherwise we'll call it as 1. Have you understood this?
Yes, sir.
Any difficulty here?
No, sir.
Now, let's move to the further part. What is the next part we are doing? Can anyone tell me what we are doing with the next part? So here we are varying the value of omega. Here we are varying the value of omega 0 to pi, right? And we are calculating the values. तो यहाँ पे हमने एक टेबल ड्रॉ किए थे, right? ये टेबल है आपका. So first we are writing the value of omega. Then we are writing h of e power j omega, and then we are writing hd of e power j omega, sorry, h of e power j omega in dB. Of e power j omega in dB it is. Okay. Now, so first, if I want to calculate the value of omega at 0, तो क्या आएगा? h of e power j omega का value. Can you calculate that? Complete the table. So let us calculate the values for this omega equals to 0, then omega equals to 10, then omega equals to 20, then let us take the next 80, then 120, then 160, and lastly 180 I will write. So like that we are just varying the value of this omega. तो ये कुछ सैंपल्स हमने कैलकुलेट कर रहे हैं यहाँ पे. So if you substitute omega equals to 0 in equation 1, what is the value? कितना आ रहा वैल्यू?
1.0516.
And if you take its 20 log, it is अगर उसका 20 log लेने के बाद कितना आ रहा है? It is 1 point. What is the value you are telling? 1.0516. 0516. यहाँ पे नहीं बैठेगा वो अभी उतना. ऐसा लिखता हूँ मैं इसको. It is 1.05. What about its 20 log? ट्वेंटी लॉग का वैल्यू कितना आ रहा है? So at 0, we have the value 1.0516. What about its 20 log? Is everyone doing that value? Or should I ask it randomly again?
0.021.
0.021. No.
0.439.
Yes, it is 0.439. क्यों ऐसा डिफरेंस आ रहा है? 0.439. लॉग टू द बेस 10 लिए या नेचुरल लॉग लिए मैडम?
Log to the base 10.
हाँ, मतलब डायरेक्ट शिफ्ट पकड़ के करना नहीं है, एलएन बोल के नहीं करना है, राइट? 20 log ऑफ दिस वैल्यू यू हैव टू डू डायरेक्टली लॉग, so you will get 0.439. So what about at 10? If I take omega
Sir,
equals to 10,
excuse me, sir. Can you
Ah.
tell once again that how to calculate in dB?
so it is 20 log. So here we have the value सो फार्मूला क्या है आपका? मैग्नीट्यूड h of e power j omega in dB is equals to, we have the value 20 log of this value h of e power j omega. ठीक है, तो log का वैल्यू डायरेक्ट आपके पास कैलकुलेटर में दो ऑप्शन रहते हैं, एक ln बोल के रहता है और एक log बोल के रहता है, बराबर?
हाँ सर।
तो log वाला यूज करो।
हाँ सर, आया आंसर।
20 log of 1.0516 अगर आप रखेंगे, so you will get that value. ठीक है, then next suppose if I take omega equals to 10, then calculate the value of equation 1. यहाँ पे हम इसका लिखते हैं ऐसे ही, like we will write the first value, second value like that, so that we can understand very easily. So first we have calculated at omega equals to 0. Omega equals to 0, h of e power j omega will be equals to, it is 1.0516, and at omega equals to 10, तो इसका वैल्यू कितना आ रहा है? h of e power j omega. अब कैलकुलेटर कितना फास्ट चलाते हैं उतना फास्ट एग्जांपल सॉल्व होता है।
1.024।
हाँ, व्हाट इज द वैल्यू?
1.024।
1.014, और इसका 20 लॉग
0.205।
0 पॉइंट, आपका आवाज ब्रेक हो रहा है मैडम।
सर h of e power j raised to omega 1.024 आता है।
1.024 आ रहा है, ओके, तो इसका वैल्यू 1.024 लेते हैं। ठीक है, फिर और लॉग का वैल्यू कितना आ रहा है?
0.205।
0 others can also contribute.
0.205।
0.21 किसी का आ रहा है?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
0.214.
Yes, the answer
sir.
is 0.214. Just check the value. So why I am asking you to do this is, like, you have to do the example solve in the exam. मुझे करना नहीं है वहां पे, क्योंकि you should be perfect with your operation of the calculator. And suppose, so this is the value what we got is here, like 1 point, and everyone has to do it, 024. Now suppose if I take omega equals to 10, then calculate the value of h of e power j omega. Sorry, it is 20, not 10. 20 अगर लिए तो उसका वैल्यू कैलकुलेट करो। Yes,
0.9701।
it is 0.9701, ठीक है, 0.9701. And what about dp value?
-0.263।
Yes, it is minus 0.26. दो वैल्यू ले लेते हैं, 26, 0.26. अब खुद से सॉल्व करो and just make sure that you are getting the right values. Then I am calculating it directly. Omega equals to 80. Omega equals to 80. Let us calculate its value. Omega equals to 80. Just calculate the value. H of e power j omega is equals to
0.813.
is 0.813. ठीक है, 0.813. Its dp value
Minus 17.98.
is minus
17.98.
okay, it is minus 1.79 ना नारा
Yes, sir.
1.79.
1.79. हाँ ठीक है. Then go for omega equals to 120. Omega equals to 120. Calculate its value. H of e power j omega, which will be equals to sorry. So this is at 80 ना. तो फिर यहाँ पे 80 लिखता हूँ डायरेक्ट. This is 80. Not required. At 120.
Minus 0.0938.
Minus. ये भी
0.
value minus आ रहा है क्या?
हाँ
So
सर.
this is also minus 0.0938.
0938.
Okay. dp value is anyone getting minus 20.6? minus 20.6 आ रहा है क्या किसी का? Yes. What is the dp value?
Minus 20.5.
Yes sir. 20.55.
5 या 6 ले सकते हो उसको. minus 20.6 you can take. Okay. So then calculate at 160. At 160 if you calculate, if you calculate the value at 160,
Zero.
huh? 0 point. Yes. Anybody?
0.029.
0.029. And its dp value
Minus 30.75.
minus 30.75 आया क्या?
50.
50, 55, 75. ठीक है. Let us take it as 55. I have the answer as 55. Okay. At 180. At 180. So what is the value at 180?
Minus 0.051.
It is minus 0.051. Okay. Minus 0.051. Then dB value is
minus 25.84.
or if I can take it is minus 26. Okay. So any difficulty in understanding this?
No, sir.
Others, please give me response. कुणाला काय
सर
अडचण? हाँ
No,
वो
sir.
टीबी में जो माइनस का कैलकुलेट करते हैं वहाँ तो मैथ्स एरर आता है
हाँ सर.
कौन सा? नहीं,
अगर
मैग्नीट्यूड है, उसको पॉजिटिव लेके ही करना है. मैग्नीट्यूड है ना मैडम?
हाँ सर.
तो मैग्नीट्यूड है तो इवन इट इज नेगेटिव आल्सो टेक इट एज पॉजिटिव. ठीक है. और कोई प्रॉब्लम? एनी अदर डिफिकल्टी?
No sir.
Can I move to
No,
the
sir.
further? Can I move to the further step? टेबल कसं काढायचं सगळ्यांना कळालंय. And this is very important step because with this only we are plotting the signal now. Okay. Now let me save this part. Now let us move to the next part. Like what is last one? We have to plot the graph, or we have to plot the magnitude response. We have to plot the magnitude response based on the above table. Okay. So how you are plotting the magnitude response? Chalo, let us draw it here. Here if I have this way, like this is the diagram. Let me draw it here. तो अभी यहाँ पे आपको प्रॉपरली ड्रॉ करना है इसको. मे बी आई एम हैविंग द प्रॉब्लम विथ ड्राइंग एंड ऑल, लेकिन आप लोगों को प्रॉपर ड्रॉ करना है. राइट. तो यहाँ पे इसको लाइक वी विल मेक द एक्स एक्सिस एंड वाई एक्सिस. एक्स एक्सिस एंड वाई एक्सिस दिस वे. ओके. तो यहाँ पे क्या रहेगा आपका? ऑन दिस साइड वी विल हैव इट इज h of e power j omega in dB. This is in dB. With respect to, we are plotting it with respect to the omega value. So this is omega. So omega b cutoff value क्या है आपका? So our cutoff value is pi by 2. That is omega value we have noted already. तो यहाँ पे suppose if I start this with 0, let's take minus 10, and again minus 20 और minus 30 तक लेते हैं हम वैल्यू. So this is up to minus 30, and above side also I will take the positive values. It is plus 10, plus 20 and plus 30. ये लिमिट ले रहे हैं हम. Right. Now have you noted this graph?
Yes sir.
On y-axis I am having omega like h of e power j omega in dB, and x-axis is omega. ठीक है. Now so we are calculated the value of omega at omega equals to 0. अगर यहाँ पे आपका omega equals to 0 है अभी. Now if omega is 0, तो उसका वैल्यू क्या मिल रहा है आपको? This is at omega equals to 0. So what is the value we got? We got the value 39. तो यहाँ पे मेरा 0 है. So let us take this point. I am somewhere here. तो यहाँ पे लेता हूँ इसको मैं. ठीक है. Then next, what is next? If I take omega equals to 10, तो यहाँ पे अगर आप omega 10 ले रहे, so it is 10, then 20. Let's write it like this. Then 80 और 90. उसके बाद 90 के बाद we will take it is like 120. Then this is 160, and lastly I will take it as 180. So likewise we are taking the values. ठीक है. At 10, how much you are getting? It is again 0.21. तो ये वैल्यू जो है आपका, तो ये वैल्यू इसका भी थोड़ा ऊपर छोटा आ रहा है यहाँ पे. So I will let me take it is like this only here. So here I will take it as a point again at 10. Then what about at 20? At 20 what value we are having again? ये 10 के बाद में होगा क्या ज्यादा? Okay. So here तो ये वैल्यू यहाँ पे ले लेते हैं. So here somewhere I am getting the value for 0 से ऊपर ले लेते पॉजिटिव वैल्यू के लिए. So at 0 I will get it here, somewhere value I will get, and then at 10 तो ये यहाँ पे आएगा. Okay, what next again? Is my screen is visible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
समझ
Yes,
में आ रहा
sir.
है मैंने कैसे लोकेट कर रहा हूँ पॉइंट?
हाँ सर.
Are you understanding this? How I am locating the point? हाँ. Then at 20, what we are having the value? At 20, I am having the value as negative. Means it should be below the 0. तो यहाँ पे ले लेंगे हम कहीं तो भी यहाँ पे लेता हूँ मैं इसको. Right? It is having the value like this. So it is like this again. Okay. After that at 80, we have like the value again. How much? Minus. तो 0 से नीचे आया. Okay. Then again. Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
बीच
Yes,
में
sir.
डिस्कनेक्ट हुआ था, सॉरी, दैट इज अ नेट प्रॉब्लम. Is this plot completed? Have you completed this plot?
Yes,
So
sir.
hope you understood like how to plot this graph. So it is a characteristics of what? Can anyone tell me? तो अगर हम प्रैक्टिकली इसको प्लॉट करेंगे, इफ यू प्लॉट इट प्रैक्टिकली, सो हाउ इट विल लुक लाइक इज, तो ये ऐसा रिपल्स टाइप दिखेगा यहाँ पे, लाइक हियर आल्सो विल गेट सम रिपल्स लाइक दिस, देन फाइनली इट विल बी. तो प्रैक्टिकली कैसा दिख रहा है ये? So if you look at into the values of variation from 0 to 90, तो ज्यादा वेरिएशन है क्या वहां पे? हेलो हेलो.
Yes, sir.
If you look at into the values of 0 to 90, is there any much variation you are observing?
No,
नहीं
sir.
है, क्योंकि as it is a low pass filter, it will pass the signal from 0 to कट ऑफ फ्रीक्वेंसी, मतलब यहां से यहां तक सिग्नल ऑलमोस्ट कांस्टेंट ही रहेंगी, ये ज्यादा वेरिएशन नहीं रहेगा. आफ्टर दैट देयर विल बी अटेन्युएशन इन द सिग्नल. So as it is after that, the signal is going to be attenuated. As we have seen about the Gibbs phenomena, तो ये ripples आ रहे हैं यहाँ पे. In the pass band also we are getting the ripple, and in the stop band also we are getting the ripples, right? So this is the way how we are designing a low pass filter. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Any confusion? Any confusion
No,
is
sir.
there?
No, sir.
Shubham Avshekar and Aishwarya Nalaude. Shubham is there? Shubham Avshekar. Aishwarya Nalaude. Aishwarya.
Yes, sir.
Have you noted all these graphs, madam?
Sir.
Tell me what you understood from this. Can you explain what you understood from this?
सर स्विच ऑफ पड़ रहा है मोबाइल.
मोबाइल स्विच ऑफ पड़ रहा है, क्यों?
हाँ सर, चार्जिंग 0%.
ठीक है, चल. Okay. Any difficulty here? Any difficulty in understanding this example?
0% चार्जिंग आहे, ते नाव टाकलं तर सर मला बॉम्ब.
हेलो, माइक तरी बंद करा मैडम, माइक बंद करून भांडो ना, हमारे को कितना गालियां देना उतना गालियां दो. ऐश्वर्या, सरांचं बोंबलायचंच काम आहे, मग बोंबलला तरच तुम्ही ऐकता, नाही तर कुठं ऐकणार? हेलो, am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, have you understood this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Any difficulty here? Any difficulty?
No, sir.
Any problem in understanding the example? So this is the method we have to follow for all the examples now. Okay, let's take one more example and you try for it. Let's take one more example and you try for it. Design an ideal high pass filter. Design. Note the next question. Design an ideal high pass filter. Design an ideal high pass filter with frequency response. Design an ideal high pass filter with a frequency response. With a frequency response. With a frequency response. HD of e power j omega is equals to 1 for pi by 4 less than or equals to magnitude omega less than or equals to pi. Less than or equals to pi. Magnitude omega less than or equals to pi it is. And is 0 for magnitude omega less than or equals to pi by 4. It is 0 for magnitude omega less than or equals to pi by 4. Find the values of h of n. Find the values of h of n. Find the values of h of n. Value of h of n for find the value of h of n for n equals to 11. For n equals to 11, full stop. Find h of z. Find h of z. Plot the magnitude response. Find h of z. Plot the magnitude response. Find h of z. Plot the magnitude response. Have you noted the question?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you read it once? Let me make sure that you have written it correctly. Anybody?
Design an ideal high-pass filter with an frequency response HD of e power j omega is equal to 1 for pi by 4 less than or equal to magnitude omega less than or equal to pi, and 0 for magnitude omega less than or equal to pi by 4. Find the values of h of n for n equal to 11. Find h of z. Plot the magnitude response.
Okay. Okay. Can you do this part? Same procedure. In previous example, we have done it for low pass filter, and here we have to do it for the high pass filter. The steps are same again. Just try for this. Let's see. Otherwise, I will take up this example in the tomorrow's lecture again. Okay. So we'll stop it here. Any difficulty in understanding the steps?
No, sir.
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay. Okay, please go ahead. You just try to solve this example. Let's see how many of you will come up with this part. Then tomorrow I will take otherwise this question and I will move further again. So we'll close the session here. We can put the attendance. Sipra. Sipra is there?
Yes, sir.
You just call to Aishwarya and ask her to call me. Do you have her number?
Yes, I have. I will tell, sir.
You just ask her to call me.
Okay, sir.